Welcome to this session of Social Media Accessibility Basics, created by Sharina Huntsman, Angela Fairbanks, and myself, Lane Amaro. This is a collaborative effort for the hashtag ADA30Idaho virtual campaign celebrating 30 years of the ADA, Americans with Disabilities Act, independence and accessibility. In our last recording, we introduced our social media accessibility basics and accessibility coffee break workshop series, and you got to know the team. Today, I'm going to introduce what we have found to be 3 ground rules for accessible social media. First, remember that short and simple drives understanding and engagement. Second, multiple means of expression allows for the customization and individual experience. And finally, text is accessible to the broadest audience. In a future recording, Angela is going to explore the principles of plain language and how you can use those to accomplish what is really considered to be the top or first principle in any social media, keeping your message simple. Those principles will also extend to how to craft alternate text so that you can include text with your images instead of inside of them, making sure that people don't have to be able to see your pictures or be able to process all that might be going on in a picture in order to really understand the message or call to action in a picture. We will also explore how to add captions to videos to allow people to see text and read along to get the same message that you might hear in a video. And those same concepts will apply to creating transcripts to go along with recordings. Making sure that you always have multiple means of expressing the same thing and hopefully not duplicating too much effort. Now I know this all still sounds like a whole lot. Remember, we are going to break these down even further in future recordings, so please don't panic yet. Do understand though that you probably are hoping to get a handle on some things that you can start doing right now to start making your social media more accessible. So let's explore these 3 tips. First, consider how you are writing out hashtags. When you write out the phrase that makes up your hashtag, do you capitalize the first letter of every word? If you don't, people who are utilizing text-to-speech technology like screen readers or those with some different print processing conditions might be trying to pronounce that phrase as one word. What the ADA means to me, one of our popular hashtags, sounds very different than what the astianistom, which is how you might try to pronounce that if you saw it without spaces and no capital letters. The second thing that you can do is you can limit your emoji and emoticon use. Emojis and emoticons are fantastic ways to represent emotion, and their bright, vibrant colors can draw attention to and enhance what could otherwise be very boring text. But just that, remember, emojis and emoticons are supposed to enhance your text, not replace it. It's very easy to misunderstand the emotion being conveyed by emojis that may look very similar, like a happy crying face or a sad crying face. So you also don't want people misunderstanding your message and the emotion that you are trying to convey. If you also add some words in there that convey the emotions, that can really help. And finally, if you are including links in Instagram captions, you may have noticed that you can't click on those. So in order to get people where you are trying to direct them, consider using a URL shortener. It is much easier to see the beginning and the end of the text that begins with HTTPS and ends with possibly something like .php or HTML, but it's easier to see the beginning and the end of what should be the link. So it makes it easier to copy that so it can be pasted into the address bar of a browser or to type it out letter by letter. I just want to say thank you for watching today. We are thrilled that you're going to join us in becoming one of today's accessibility social trendsetters. Please stay tuned to our channel and keep an eye out for future social media accessibility basics videos. We are excited you're going to join us in creating a culture of accessible social media.